Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you all for showing up today. We'd love to tell you a little more about your company. We conducted a few studies and we took some surveys, we did some interviews, and we're going to talk all about that. But first, I would love for you to meet our team first.
Hi, I'm London Wood.
Hi, I'm Neil Vasu.
I'm Zach Hahn.
I'm Malia Rock.
And I'm Justin Rostello.
And so the first person that's going to talk is Zach, and he's going to go over the surveys that we sent out, the interviews that we conducted.
Thank you, Malia. Our team conducted a survey distributed through our network, reaching a diverse set of individuals across the company. Approximately 8 participants received the survey, which consisted of their perspectives regarding several questions. These questions involved presenting statements and receiving responses on the extent of agreement or disagreement to the questions. In addition to the survey, we conducted an interview with our contact within the company, posing similar questions and requesting ratings on a scale of 1 to 5 for specific statements related to the organization. On this next slide, the survey statements focused on various aspects, such as work-life balance, the clarity of instructions received from the managers, and other issues the company may be facing. Employees were asked to rate these statements, expressing their level of agreement or disagreement. The interview segment, which is on the next slide, we posed several questions to our contact about the company, including, do you think the company is going in the right direction? How the company tracks progress for growth? These questions aim to gain insights into internal dynamics and areas that may require attention. I will now be passing it back off to Malia, who will identify areas for improvement within the company.
Thank you, Zach. So one thing that I do want to highlight is, some of the areas of improvement that maybe would benefit your company in taking a closer look at. So we have 2 that we have for you today. We have job satisfaction and organizational commitment. And moving into the first one, now the first that we're looking at is job satisfaction. And when looking at this, we can see that maybe your company has a bit of low job satisfaction. And this is because employees might be feeling a lack of honesty, which is causing this internal disconnect. And I do want to highlight that job satisfaction, it comes from the entire overall evaluation that comes from one's job. This is how they communicate with managers, their peers, but also their goals, their work performance. And you might think, okay, how do we know this? It's because we collected some data. So for the communication assessment, we can see that 75% of the employees that we surveyed think that there is some sort of communication barrier between, the organization as a whole and them. Now we have 25% of people saying that they do have very clear and good goals, but unfortunately, that might not be a big enough number. We also have 37.5% of the people we surveyed saying that they're not really receiving the best constructive criticism or feedback from their managers. And that kind of doesn't really reflect how they are working. And so they don't really know. And now I'm going to pass it off to London to kind of talk about what these results are meaning.
Thank you, Malia. So first, we must look into the source of the entire issue. Why is this occurring? So first and foremost, our employees have announced that they have outdated performance reviews that haven't been updated since 2017. This induces a limited knowledge of success. Employees don't know what success looks like and therefore don't understand what it is to achieve in DISH. This is also stemming from unclear goals. Employees do not have direction nor motivation to work towards anything. Therefore, their job satisfaction is declining because there's just no end result from any of them. On our next slide, we'll be looking into how we can improve on our job satisfaction. All right. So this is how we increase our job satisfaction. We have 2 solutions. Our first solution includes update our annual and monthly quarterly performance reviews. And our second solution is to establish clear goal setting methods. So for performance reviews, we encourage in-person one-on-one between management and employees. We also encourage a spreadsheet of comparisons between work of coworkers to keep people motivated and also to hold each other accountable. This will also include constructive feedback from coworkers so that we can all collaborate together on work and also ensure work is moving efficiently. As far as goal setting methods, we encourage the SMART method, which includes specific, measurable, achievable, and realistic and timely goals. Through this goal setting method, we will be able to give our employees direction and also encourage them to work towards something and become satisfied with their work once it's completed. On our next slide, And to our next slide, we're going to talk a little bit about how this could present some risks for Dish. So this could receive some potential pushback from middle management and supervisors who have become comfortable with the previous system and are reluctant to change. Similarly, employees might resist to this change in work, but especially with new connections and supervision from management and other coworkers. And lastly, our final risk includes setting goals that are realistic and productive, making sure our employees stay on task and to the goal at hand, increasing their work satisfaction so that they feel fulfilled within their work. Next, I'm gonna pass it off to Zach, who's gonna talk about our second part of improvement, which includes organizational commitment.
Thank you, London. Our second challenge centers around the notable decline in organizational commitment within Dish Network. The consistent downturn has resulted in a corresponding decrease in the stock market, triggering a cycle of customer loss, employee turnover, and layoffs of dedicated staff. All these problems are caused because employees don't feel safe working at Dish. They are at fear of their personal information along with job security every single day. Our data on the next slide, our data underscores the widespread dissatisfaction with organizational commitment, recognizing job security as a pivotal aspect of individuals' lives. The absence of job security undermines motivation and loyalty toward a company that fails to reciprocate. These issues collectively contribute to the erosion of organizational commitment. I will now be passing it off to Justin, who will talk about how these problems are caused.
Thanks, Zach. So, when discussing the effects of Dish Network's declining organizational commitment, this can be attributed to three recurring themes. Unexpected layoffs being the first, as the uncertainty of job security creates anxiety among employees, impacting their dedication to the company. Continuous stock decline being the second, as Dish's persistent struggle with customer retention and the subsequent market impact has been evident for several years, contributing to the decline in stock value. And last but not least, the risk of information leakage, as employees fear the potential risk of their personal information being leaked ever since the data leak earlier this year. This concern is prompting skilled workers to seek employment elsewhere, where they perceive a greater sense of security. These issues collectively contribute to the erosion of organizational commitment. Now, on the next slide, we'll talk about how does this affect the company. This has led to Dish struggling to retain its top employees, as well as a continuous drop in customer subscription rates, which leaves the company in a poor spot financially and leads to events like the mass layoffs. Now, I'm going to hand it off to Neil to discuss ways we can increase organizational commitment.
Thank you, Justin. Now, to organizational commitment at Dish, we need a three-pronged approach: transparency, security, and communication. Employees want to trust, find meaning in their work, and know the company cares. This means fostering teamwork, recognizing achievements, and creating a positive culture. To enhance engagement, we can offer development, offer awards, and a positive work culture, as highlighted in our employee survey. Now, to bolster data security, we'll invest by bringing in a specialized data protection team. This team, proficient in cybersecurity, will oversee the implementation and enhancement of security protocols. Finally, communication is key. We'll utilize collaborative platforms and open door policy and feedback tools. Better communication isn't just a goal, it's the foundation for positive attitudes. By implementing these strategies, we aim to strengthen commitment, reduce turnover, and create a workplace where everyone feels valued. Now, as we embark on organizational transformation, let's address the challenges ahead. Employees may have doubts due to recent setbacks, so it's crucial to proactively tackle concerns, promote communication, and listen to their feedback. There will be resistance to cultural changes and increased transparency, but the approach needs to be comprehensive while also managing this resistance effectively. Recognizing the complexity of data security, we'll invest in robust cybersecurity, understanding the inherent risks in today's digital landscape. Continuous monitoring and adjustment of our strategies are vital throughout this transformation. That approach is key to rebuilding organizational commitment over time. Now I'll give the floor to London to conclude our presentation.
Thank you, Neil. So why does this all matter? So increasing job satisfaction and organizational commitment is key to retaining our employees and also increasing job performance. This will cost the company less money and also keep our employees happy and secure, while also promoting a good face for Dish Network publicly. All right, thank you so much for listening, and those are our suggestions.